Hey, you just want to talk about this win tonight. It's a real signature win for you guys. We talked about that before the game.
Yeah, I think, anytime you play a team like Liberty Christian or any kind of Pendleton Heights, Rushville, Christmas Addicts, even Hagerstown next Thursday, they're tournament-type games. That team's got a chance to win the state 1A. And they're a very, very good ball club. And, for us to come out and get the start that we got after falling behind early and then being able to apply the pressure that we do, I was proud of our kids. It's just one of those games that there was runs, but there were many runs. And that's why I told the guys tonight we were able to contain their runs to 4 points and 6 points rather than 10 points and 12 points. And I think, that's what we try to do is go on runs.
And you held a double-digit lead from the second quarter on this time. Well, they got down to 9 one time there. I was
going to say, it never felt like it.
But you guys were up by a lot most of that game.
Yeah, and that's one thing I told them too is, I thought we hit some big free throws, and we missed some layups at some critical times during their runs that maybe would have even put the game away a little bit earlier. But these kind of games, like I said, are great for us. And like their coach tonight, he said before the game when we were talking, we both want both our teams to go out and play hard, both have fun. It means nothing as far as anything, but both our teams getting better. We'll learn from this, and they'll learn from this as well.
I want to go back to your guard play, though, if I can. It wasn't just Tyler. A lot of your guards stepped up tonight, too.
Yeah, I think, Caleb Meixel comes off the bench and makes a huge defensive effort a couple times on some plays. He gets a three, hits a three in the corner. Bailey Stewart, he's just as solid as they come. He can take over a game when Tyler happens to come out as far as controlling the offense and even getting to the rim. And with those two guys in the backcourt, you're going to be able to be okay and make some plays.
When you talk about getting better, how do you feel like you got better from this game tonight?
Well, I think we're getting better every game, every day in practice. I told him tonight I felt like we played about 26 minutes tonight, really pretty good basketball. I told him we wouldn't have won this game if we wouldn't have played the schedule that we played. Because when they start to make their run, if you don't play the games that you played in and be able to fight through some of that, then you're probably not going to win those basketball games. And I asked them if that team looked familiar, because that team looks like our team in years past and even this year. I mean, they play a lot the same way.
I got to go to your defense too, because they were confused many times. They turned the ball over a lot tonight, and it just seemed like they never quite figured things out in the half court or the full court.
Well, me and you talked about before the game, we went over to Christmas Addicts, and I felt like I was worried about their speed and their quickness so much that we played the first half 2-3 zone and ended the first half down 19. And I said, I'll never do that again. I told our kids at halftime, we're going to play how we play. We're going to come out, we're going to press, we're going to do the things we can, and if a team beats us, they beats us. And we got back in that game all the way, got it cut down to 7 with the basketball with about 3 minutes to go at their place. So I think we learned from that.
You got a very different team coming up on Thursday, another big game going to Hagerstown. Obviously with conference, big implications for you, and that's a team that played you tight earlier in the year.
If they beat us, the conference is over. In my opinion, if they beat us, they've got one game left maybe. They're probably going to win the conference. That's what I told our kids tonight. Come in Monday. I told them to go home early tonight. Don't be out all night. Rest all day tomorrow. Come in Monday and let's prepare for Hagerstown and have ourselves ready to go over there Thursday night and get a big conference win on their home floor, which is a tough task. But I don't care. You go on this conference in the road with the great coaches that we have. We've got to be ready to play.